feeling?
I'm not sure. My side hurts.
Yeah, we can expect a lot of pain. I removed that bullet from you last night.
Bullet. Yeah, right.
Apart from your side, how are you feeling?
Like I've been run over by a truck.
Yeah, well, that's to be expected. You're lucky you made it last night. You were in shock, and I had to take that bullet out of your side.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure I was going to make it myself. In any sense. Thank you for your help. Did you take care of me here? I don't remember any of it.
You collapsed just when Roger opened the door. Very impressive.
I don't even remember how I got here.
Can you recall what happened at Vartova's?
Look, can you give the man a break?
It's important, Doctor. What happened with Vartova? Did you blow your cover?
I don't think so.
What did you tell him?
I told him that I had figured Nick's crap game was over. So I came by to talk to him.
On what kind of business?
I told him that I was thinking of hiring this guy for the dope runs that Nick had used. He had used Nick for a reference. So I said that I want to check it out. Nick had let me in, left, saying he was going to be back in 10 minutes, and I've been waiting a half hour.
Vartova bought it.
He seemed to. There was one bad moment when I was just about out the door, and he called me back. I was doing my best to stay on my feet, but I was really afraid he was going to notice it.
But he hadn't.
No. He had an attack of sentimentality. He wanted to tell me how pleased he was that I had gotten back into the organization and how my uncle would be very proud.
Well, I'm pretty pleased myself. We found Vartova's bank statements in your pocket. Once we check the information against his tax records, I think we'll have enough to nail him. The icing on the whole thing is the black book you lifted. Did you get a look at it?
Yeah, briefly. It was a contact list, right?
Yeah. Neatly arranged by territory. Some of the names we recognize, others are quite new to us. But I think it'll prove to be the most important thing we've turned up in years.
Wow, congratulations. What about Nick?
Buck took care of him. He won't be found. If you're lucky, Vartova will aim all his suspicions at Nick.
Look, if you finished interrogating my patient...
I'm gonna need more than luck.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Crystal Palace.
Look, I don't know what you think you're made of, but this isn't the movies. Now, all I did last night was remove a bullet and patch you up. But if you haven't noticed, I have no facilities around here for putting back the blood that you lost.
So I'm a pint low. I could think of worse things.
Yeah, well, if you're not careful, you could easily kill yourself.
That's my point, Roger. If I'm not careful, I won't have to. Vartova will do it for me. Now, help me get dressed.
Look, I want you back here later today. You're gonna need medication and a fresh dressing.
You be in?
I've got to go to the hospital and see a few patients, but I'm in no shape to take care of much today. Now, you promise you'll be back this afternoon.
All right, I'll be here. If I'm still alive.
In today's episode, the role of Barbara Wilde will be played by Delphi Harrington.
This July, SoapNet is fired up.
You watch your tongue.
The dispute around Sammy's pregnancy heats up.
Those whack job Ramirez tried to kill you.
How will she make peace?
She's turning you into a lovesick puppy.
The heat is on.
Why don't we just cut to the chase?
Watch Days of Our Lives all July long on SoapNet. Tonight on SoapNet.
I went straight for the jugular. I staged the kidnapping.
You've taken everything that matters from me.
I've learned from the best.
Nothing like a common enemy to reunite family.
I'm gonna bring you down, Slater.
Watch us take back what is ours.
Watch All My Children tonight at 8 on SoapNet.
Sometimes you don't pay attention to things until you need them. No one knows that better than 21st because we're drivers just like you. That's why every 21st policy comes with extra benefits that don't cost extra, like complimentary roadside assistance, the full replacement cost of a new car that gets totaled, and coverage for anyone you let drive your car. And you'll never get stuck sacrificing benefits for a great price. In fact, 7 out of 10 drivers can save with 21st. Call our licensed experts anytime, day or night, or go to our top-rated website to compare coverage and prices. Either way, you can get a money-saving quote on the spot. Call us at 1-800-211-SAVE. Say goodbye to high prices and hello to 21st. 21st, drivers just like you.
I had credit problems.
Everyone turned me down for a computer.
Except Help Me to Buy. They helped me get this amazing computer system with no credit check.
At Help Me to Buy, your past credit problems won't stop you from owning a computer. You only need a home phone and an active checking account to qualify. Call now. Look at all you get. A new high-speed, internet-ready computer, a 17-inch color monitor, Microsoft Windows XP, and a huge package of extra software, 12 months of supercharged internet access, an amazing digital camera, and a 3-in-1 printer, copier, scanner. You also get a cool MP3 player and 100 music downloads. Everything you see here. And with Help Me to Buy's exclusive Skip Pay, you can even skip a payment if things are tight.
Now, I'm on the internet every day.
Call Help Me to Buy now. Our computer care specialists are standing by to ship your complete system to your home.
Oh, am I bothering you?
Well, it's just a touch distracting, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jane?
Yes?
Pace, please.
Oh, sorry. I'll relax.
Thank you. Well, reading between the lines, your story is hardly sympathetic to America's favorite heroine.
Oh, but I didn't intend to be sympathetic.
Very elegant piece of work.
How?
Well, who can fault you? No sleazy innuendo, no direct accusations, and yet somehow the reader certainly does come away with the impression that Ms. Wilde is nothing more than an ingrate turning on the man who saved her life. Excellent writing, and I'm amazed at the subtlety.
I know. I guess I'm not very subtle in person. It comes from growing up the way I did. In my house, you had to be loud enough and blunt enough just to be heard over everybody else. Anything introspective went down on paper. I wrote a lot.
Well, I was raised an only child, but I certainly was never encouraged to express myself. I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm here.
Well, even so, you can't be all that interested in my childhood. I'm a champion at conversational digression. But back to the subject at hand. Tell me again how good the story is.
It is very good, E.J. Ryan. However, I am afraid that I cannot run it right now.
I don't understand. What happened to elegant and subtle?
I meant every word I said about the quality of the writing, and I also happen to agree with your point of view, which should suggest something to you.
Well, yes, of course. A news story can't be biased.
Too much opinion here, Jane, and several very important facts are missing.
What facts?
Well, for instance, are you absolutely certain that Ms. Wilde is filing a malpractice suit?
Yes, I was in the room when she told Roger she was hiring a lawyer, and she was filing $1 million in damages.
Just because she threatens does not mean that she's going to go through with it. Suppose she was bluffing. You have, in that case, unnecessarily embarrassed Roger and damaged your own credibility.
But she wasn't bluffing. I know she wasn't. I saw her face.
That is a subjective judgment on your part. You do not know until you have proof that she's taken action. Look, suppose this morning she wakes up and all of a sudden she can move her legs. Is she still going to threaten to sue?
I hadn't thought of that.
I'm sorry. As well written as it simply is not ready to go to press yet.
Would you be straight with me, Miss Woodard? Is that really the reason, or are you killing the story because it might embarrass a friend of yours?
Oh, no, wait a minute. Wait just a minute. I publish a newspaper. If there is news to be printed, I'll print it no matter whom it embarrasses. Look, I know how angry you are at what's happening to Roger, and I've got to say I agree with you. But emotionalism is certainly not a basis for good reporting.
I know. I'm just mortified that you have to tell me
Well,
that.
don't be. You also need a lot of passion to be a good journalist. Look, work on that. Cut it. Cut it until you've got nothing left but the hard facts. Until you've got an absolutely objective version that you can submit to me for publication.
Just the facts, ma'am.
You've got it.
Thank you. I really appreciate the time and effort you take to give me some fair and honest criticism. I know I'm going to need that if I'm going to become good.
Oh, Jane. From what I can see from the 2 stories you've given me, you are good. No, you do good, solid, investigative reporting, and I can always use that. Now stick with that thing. Pare it down to the bare facts. Get as many quotes as you possibly can, and then bring it back to me.
Count on it. I will leave here for Riverside at 5 o'clock sharp, and I'm not going to go to bed till I have the final draft ready for you.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't have that.
I beg your pardon?
Well, now, how is it going to look if Schultz's assistant passes out in my office from sheer exhaustion? Marion isn't too busy today. Go work on your story.
Do you mean it?
Yeah. Take all the time you need, but get the facts straight.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm just so happy. I'll have it for you first thing in the morning, I promise.
Deep tendon reflex is minimal.
Could an improperly performed myelogram have caused Miss Wilde's condition?
It certainly could. Barbara, I'm going to move your toe now, and I want you to tell me whether I'm moving it up or down, or left or right. Just close your eyes.
Now?
Yes.
I couldn't say.
Is there anything else which could cause a similar condition?
Well, Dr. Coleridge believes that the swelling caused by her fall is responsible.
What do you think?
It's possible, but it should have abated by now. As you could see just a few minutes ago, no sign of swelling. All right, Barbara, now?
I can't feel anything, Dr. Marcus.
Now, all right, all right. Now, I just have one more little test to run, and then we'll leave you alone, okay? Now, I want you to tell me just as soon as you feel anything.
There are a few questions I'd like to ask.
Go right ahead.
Could you walk before the myelogram?
I had a broken ankle, Mr. Slayton.
Sorry. Was there any sign of paralysis before Dr. Coleridge performed the test?
Absolutely not.
What was the reason for the test?
I had reduced pain sensation in my legs. He thought it might be due to a compression of the spine.
Well, what about the fact that...
Wait a minute. I felt something.
Here?
Yes.
Now, can you describe to me what you felt?
Pressure.
Uh-huh. How about here?
It's more, I don't know, more defined.
Uh-huh, all right. And here?
Sharp.
All right. Now, can you show me at what point sensation begins?
It doesn't work like that. There's no point in which I go suddenly from no sensation to full sensation. I know what you're trying to find out, Doctor. This is not a conversion reaction.
Conversion reaction? What does that mean?
That's hysterical paralysis, psychological in nature.
That's what those questions were all about. In a hysterical paralysis, there's a sharp line of demarcation between affected areas and non-affected areas, unlike true paralysis.
Well, I am impressed. You're very knowledgeable.
Of course, what's a daytime drama without a little hysterical illness? Paralysis, blindness, I've had them all. And I dare say I know as much as any psychiatrist about conversion reactions. They're really quite rare in the real world.
Now, I'm quite well aware of that. But I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask.
I understand.
All right. Well, I'm finished with my exam, and if Mr. Slayton is satisfied, then we can let you alone, all right?
I have all the information I need for now. Thanks for your patience, Miss Wilde.
Gentlemen, Miss Wilde.
Good morning, Doctor. I'd like you to meet Dr. Jerry Marcus and Howard Slayton, my attorney. Dr. Roger Coleridge, who took care of me the night of my accident.
I thought I'd stop by and see how you're doing this morning.
I appreciate that, but it's unnecessary. Dr. Marcus will take care of me from now on.
I see. Well, I won't disturb you any further.
Hey, I've been looking for you. What's new?
You found me?
Yeah? What's new?
Well, I don't think I should have come to work today. I was up with a patient all night last night, and the best thing for me to do is just go home and try to get some sleep.
I agree. You look lousy. What's the latest with Miss Wilde?
Well, I assume that the situation is the same.
You assume?
Yes, I've been dismissed from her case. There's a doctor and lawyer in there with her right now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Roger. Shall I walk you home to your apartment?
I won't be much company.
I'm not looking for company. I want you to make sure you feel better. But I won't say a word.
Let's go.
Good cops.
We've got to solve this damn case.
Bad girls.
I don't know why I do these things.
Super couples.
Don't give up on Beau.
Our marriage is over.
I kind of like seeing you jealous.
Nights are made for days.
The past doesn't really matter.
Doesn't it, baby?
Days of Our Lives, tonight at 7 on SoapNet.
Help me end this night right.
Today's episodes tonight.
This July, SoapNet is fired up.
What?
Star and Cole's relationship is in trouble.
They have this major problem and they still want to be together.
Can their love withstand another storm?
That bitch!
The heat is on.
Kumbaya, baby.
Watch One Life to Live all July long on SoapNet.
There's a place called Hidden Valley, where kids not only eat their vegetables, they can't get enough. Hidden Valley Ranch makes vegetables delectable.
It doesn't matter how great you look. Feminine itch and odor can make you feel miserable, uncomfortable. It's that itch you can't scratch, the odor you think everyone will notice.
Vagisil understands. Maximum strength Vagisil cream relieves itch instantly, and Vagisil even eliminates odor. So you can be the woman you want to be 100% of the time. Vagisil, 100% woman, 100% of the time.
Want a great smile people notice? Lumineers transforms your smile.
I recommend these Lumineers to my patients because they're painless, there's no shots.
For Lumineers dentist near you and a free information packet, call 877-LUMINEERS.
They itch, they sweat, they burn, they smell. You could have foot dermatitis. It's what Gold Bond medicated foot powder is made for. Its potent medicine tackles the itch and keeps feet dry. Gold Bond foot powder works as hard as your feet.
Hi, I'm Sue Ismail. I developed NADS hair removal gel to help give the women in my own family beautiful, smooth skin. Now, NADS hair removal products have grown into the first complete hair removal cycle, developed by women for women. Look for NADS Essentials Kit. It includes NADS Original Natural Gel, along with everything you need to create beautiful, smooth skin. NADS, Beauty and Confidence from Sue Ismail and Daughters.
In a dark time, when hope was bleak, there was a legend of a lost princess whose journey home began with 3 tasks, each one more deadly than the last. It is a journey that will make you believe. Pan's Labyrinth, winner of 3 Academy Awards. Order it now on DirecTV pay-per-view.
Lie down. Let me have your coat.
Oh, just toss it somewhere.
How about a drink? What do you have?
It's a little early in the day for that, isn't it?
You're tense. It's broad daylight outside. You need something to help you sleep.
Yes, doctor. There's some brandy.
Okay. 1 brandy coming up. Soda back?
No, thanks. You said that so, automatically. Don't tell me that you've been a bartender, too.
Yeah.
Well, you should talk to Delia. She's short on bartenders.
Oh, right. I have about as much chance of getting a job from Delia as Well, you supply your own joke.
Especially with me as a character reference.
Yeah. Would you vouch for me?
Absolutely. This is nice.
Yeah. I better go. I promised I wouldn't stay long. You get some rest.
What's bothering you?
I feel a little guilty. Here I am playing Girl Scout. I should tell you up front, my motives aren't entirely pure.
Well, tell me something I don't know. You know, I was a Boy Scout, and the only reason I helped the little old ladies across the street was for the merit badges.
You are so refreshingly cynical.
But you're being nice partly because you want a follow-up story on Barbara Wilde.
Only partly.
I can tell.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Okay, let's get the business out of the way then. I wrote a follow-up story. Miss Woodard won't publish it. She said it was well done, but based more on emotion than fact. Specifically, it was too obviously on your side.
That's gratifying.
Now, I've got to confirm that Barbara really intends to sue you for malpractice, and she's not just making idle threats. But now the presence of a doctor and a lawyer in her room indicates what the answer to that might be.
I'm afraid so.
Did you get their names?
I was so jolted when I walked in, I went in one ear and out the other. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I'll dig that up on my own.
In your own inimitable style?
And I'm going to write a much more objective story this time. I'll keep it as pro-Roger as I possibly can, though.
Well, if this mess has to be made public, it's nice to have a friend handle it.
You have a lot of friends, and we're all going to stand by you. And it seems to me the rest of the world ought to find out just what an ungrateful, ingrate Miss Wilde really is.
I wish I could be as optimistic.
There's no reason you can't be.
Jane, a few years ago, I lost my job for reasons that I would rather not get into.
Well, you got your job back.
In general, however, my character is not without blemish.
Oh, yeah, I know. Delia told me all about it. That night you took me out and so shamelessly tried to get me drunk.
Now, that is an appalling thought. Delia in the witness stand for the prosecution, expounding on my lack of character in my checkered past.
Oh, who's going to take her seriously? She's your ex-wife. And besides, she's Delia. Listen, everybody makes mistakes. And everybody has something a little, questionable in their past.
Cynical as I am, I know that's not true. I mean, you, for instance. I mean, what is it in your past that could possibly be questionable or reprehensible?
The only thing I don't want to get around about me is this crush I had on Ken George Jones about the time that Barry started managing Berkeley Place. Unrequited, of course. About the closest I got was Kid's sister or mascot.
Tragic. But I promise I'll keep it a secret.
Well, have I cheered you up a little bit?
You have cheered me up a great deal.
Well, you've hardly smiled.
If you weren't here, I probably would have cried.
But you really need some sleep now, so I better get going.
Thank you. Jane.
Yeah?
I'm glad that you came to New York.
I'm glad to be here. If you need me, just call. Huh?
Ryan's Hope is next. Then Dangerous Desires ignite on days. Later, Little Lies lead to Big Trouble on AMC, only on SoapNet.
We lost a patient this morning.
Why did he have to die? Why?
If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
My God, how do you expect me to react?
Till death do us part.
Get into the glamour.
I had an appointment with my personal shopper.
Get into the parties.
It is so fun tonight.
Get in over your head. Get into One Tree Hill and the OC. Weekdays at 5 and 6 on SoapNet.
His baby kidnapped.
I need to find my son.
A last-minute discovery.
You pay now. I'm here.
And the one witness no one ever expected.
When I took Jake, there was Sam watching.
Is this the end of Jason and Sam?
Watch General Hospital weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
Ask your prescriber about Ambien CR, then call or visit AmbienCR.com for a 7-day free trial offer. It's the only sleep aid with 2 layers of sleep relief. The first dissolves quickly to help you fall asleep fast. Plus, unlike other sleep aids, there's a second layer that dissolves slowly to help you stay asleep. Ambien CR is a treatment option you and your prescriber can consider along with lifestyle changes and can be taken for as long as your prescriber recommends. Until you know how Ambien CR will affect you, you shouldn't drive or operate machinery. Be sure you're able to devote 7 to 8 hours to sleep before being active again. Somnambulism with amnesia for the event and rare cases of severe allergic reactions have been reported. If you experience these events, contact your prescriber immediately. Side effects may include next-day drowsiness, dizziness, and headache. It's non-narcotic. However, like most sleep aids, it has some risk of dependency. Don't take it with alcohol. Ambien CR, for a good night's sleep from start to finish.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just collecting the rest of my things. Are you sick?
No, I think that part comes a little later in the day. I was out all night.
So I can see.
Yeah, we had a few drinks. I guess I'm still feeling them.
Terrific. Well, I'll be out of your way as soon as I can.
That's a good idea. I haven't told Sarah about you. I don't want to have to do a lot of explaining when she gets here.
Sarah?
That's nobody you know.
Like most of your friends. This, Sarah, I assume she was the one you went drinking with?
What do you care? You gave up on the marriage. You don't have any claim on me. You're free to go to Finelli now.
Oh,
Why should I
can't
spend my
believe-
nights alone, huh?
I won't even answer that. I will just finish this up and you can drink and womanize until you collapse for all I care.
What about all that loyalty you gave me, huh? Till death do us part?
How dare you?
I have a right. I didn't throw you out of here.
You drove me out.
Oh, if it makes you feel good to believe that, then go right ahead.
You know as much about loyalty as you know about truth or honor or integrity.
Oh, you love throwing those words around, don't you, Siobhan? The truth. Like Frank telling Faith 2 days before their wedding that he's still in love with Jill. Now, that was a beautiful
Leave my
demonstration.
family out of this. I will not argue with you about Frank.
All right, let's talk about Siobhan, Ryan, and loyalty. The Ryans stand by their own. You were so fond of that saying, remember? It's funny, though. Every time I ever heard that, it was in connection with Jack, never with me.
It's funny the way your memory works. I stood by you, Joe, dozens of times. I set myself against my entire family when I went back to you. I have never been disloyal. You have. You have violated every principle I believe in.
Keep your principles to yourself. Hello.
Joe, I've been looking for you.
I'm sorry, Alexei. I told you about that date I had with that woman last night. I just got in.
Yes, but I must see you.
Of course, but not here.
Listen, I have no other time to make arrangements. We have much of importance to discuss. I'll be there as soon as possible.
All right, I'll see you then.
Have fun with Sarah.
Yeah. Sure.
Falcon Beach. It's a new season with new heat, new drama, and new characters. Check out all the hot bods on Falcon Beach Season 2, Saturday at noon on SoapNet.
Good morning, Joey. You seem tired.
Caught in the act. A meeting with my new lady friend turned into an all-nighter. I guess that's what happens when you're not used to being single. Kind of overdid it.
Discipline, dependability, qualities my partner in air must cultivate.
Well, I don't intend to make a habit of last night's escapades. I'll order some coffee if you'd like. Something else to drink?
No, thank you. We have more serious matters to discuss.
Drug operation losing more money?
Of secondary importance at this point.
Alexei, all the times I have come to you for help, you never turn me down. If there's anything at all I can do
There
for
is.
you. Name it.
Answer me a few questions, quickly and to the point.
You're fighting too many emotions, love. You're carrying them around with you like those suitcases sitting there on the floor.
I'm angry. I want an annulment, and I love him. Mother, it was bad enough seeing him handcuffed at the police station, but this morning, staggering around, barely able to stand.
A long night with his friends gambling, no doubt.
No.
Well, drinking alone is not Joe's habit.
He was with another woman.
How do you know that?
He told me.
Siobhan.
I just don't understand. It's like he's deliberately providing grounds for a divorce. I know he was never with anybody else before. He was with me every night. On the other hand, I am at the academy most days, and maybe he lied to me about that, too.
Now, that's enough. Don't do this to yourself. You've got too much confusion inside you for any of this to make any sense.
What am I supposed to do? Live with the confusion?
Kid, put it aside as best you can. Cling to what's positive in your life better than you ever have before. Use your family. Work hard at the academy.
Can you help me? I know it was something funny.
Dee Dee, I'm having a conversation.
It wasn't Socrates or Pluto or Plato. Pluto, did you hear that? Remember the dog in the Disney cartoon? No, it was something like Franklin Delano Roosevelt or Robert Louis Stevenson.
What are you raving about?
Or Aristotle Onassis. That's it, Aristotle. I don't remember the last part, though. You know the name of that Egypt guy that Jill was talking about?
Why in the world would you want to know that?
Well, when you're hostess of a restaurant, you have to know a lot about, or a little about, a lot of things. Especially ancient Egypt. You know? I mean, suppose you walked in for a drink after a hard day of mummies and scrolls and pyramids, and I didn't know anything about him. Or who this Aristotle...
Benedict White.
Oh, thank you. I knew you'd come up with it.
Now, can Siobhan and I finish our conversation, if you don't mind?
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I interrupting something? Why didn't you say so? Bye, Siobhan. Aristotle Benedict White. Aristotle Benedict.
I don't understand a word of what you're saying.
Having problems with your phone service? Switch to the Ewing Family Plan.
Hello?
Whether it's business or pleasure. Sign up for the Ewing Family Plan on Back to Back Dallas. Today starting at 11 on SoapNet.
Tonight on SoapNet.
Oh my God, Star's dad. You should have never come down here, Cole. This man tried to kill you. He raped your mother. He kept you away from the girl that you love. Just kill Todd. Do it, Cole. Avenge your mother.
Watch One Life to Live tonight at 9 on SoapNet.
This July, SoapNet is fired up. Sparks are flying between Sonny and Kate.
What exactly is it that you're objecting to?
How jealous is Carly?
What are you doing?
The heat is on.
That's what burns you.
Watch General Hospital all July long on SoapNet.
I had a dream that you were mine. A song of heaven was in your voice, dear, making my heart rejoice, dear. Sweet memories of a love where the
No matter where they roam, he's got them covered. Quaker Chewy granola bars, made with genuine Quaker oats. Keep the goodness going.
Triple Blade Big Soleil. Now with replacement blades and an extra wide soothing moisture strip with aloe and shea butter. For smooth, beautiful skin, Big Soleil with replacement blades. Feel the soleil.
Have you ever overlooked something important? At 21st, we're drivers just like you. So we know what it's like to forget the important stuff, like making sure you have the right auto insurance. That's why 21st provides you with extra benefits that don't cost extra, like complimentary roadside assistance, our network of guaranteed repair centers, and coverage for anyone you let drive your car. In fact, the only thing we can't do is insure you against an embarrassing moment. And on top of our great coverage, 7 out of 10 drivers can save with 21st. You can call us anytime, day or night. Ask a question, submit a claim, even get a quote. Or go to our top-rated website to compare coverage and prices. So call us right now at 1-800-724-3979 and get your money-saving quote. You wouldn't believe what else I've left up there. 21st, drivers just like you.
Good morning, Jonas Roving here.
Hello, Mr. Roving. This is Delia Reed Ryan Coleridge of Delia's Crystal Palace.
Oh, yes, I recognize your name.
You do? From the newspaper?
No, I have in front of me the telegram that you sent to the museum.
Oh, yeah. Good, you got it.
Yes, your invitation comes at a rather opportune time. You see, our insurance company tells us that our coverage doesn't cover gala parties in the Egyptian room. So you see, we can't have the dress ball at the museum.
Yes, well, like the telegram said, the Crystal Palace is available.
As are many other banquet facilities, but tell me, why do you think that your establishment is more suitable for the occasion?
Well, Mr. Roving, we handle large parties all the time. Maybe you heard about our last one. We had an anniversary party for the proud and the passionate.
Yes, indeed. Isn't that where the leading lady choked on a canapé and almost died?
Yeah, that was us. But, Mr. Roving, we don't serve those little sausages anymore. Actually, it wasn't my idea to call you. I mean, I sent the telegram and everything, but it really was the inspiration of my dear friend, Aristotle Benedict White.
Harry? Miss Coleridge, you have a disarming manner of communication. You must know that the name Aristotle Benedict White has the capacity to open doors.
That's my friend, Harry. And since my other best friends, Faith Coleridge and Dr. Roger Coleridge, are friends of the museum.
Ah, yes, I served on a panel with Roger.
Oh, yeah, he talks about you all the time.
Delia Coleridge. Roger Coleridge, well, are you related?
Yeah, we share the same last name. Anyway, I thought since any friend of the museum is a friend of mine, why not help you by offering my work of art, the Crystal Palace?
Oh, yes, but is your restaurant large enough?
We can handle up to 1,000. And then when we open the doors onto the terrace...
In the wintertime?
Oh, yeah. Well, forget the terraces. Also in the Egyptian costumes, it'd be a little chilly, won't it? Well, Mr. Roving, it really would be spectacular. I will create a whole Egyptian setting. We'll change the lighting.
Listen, my dear, if Mr. Benedict White has suggested it, I'm sure it will be perfect.
Oh, good. Oh, wonderful. How about this? We'll have the waiters in Egyptian costume, too.
Fascinating. Look, why don't I come down to the Crystal Palace and discuss the arrangements?
Oh, I look forward to meeting you. I'm so excited. Thank you, and have a good day. Till then.
Delia, would you do me a favor? John is at the dentist, and I'm expecting delivery here any minute. Would you pick up little John at school? He only has a half day today.
Maybe I really would, but see, I'm upset about Bobby quitting the Crystal Palace, so I was going to go see Father McShane.
Delia!
Don't worry, Mother. I'll pick up little John. I have a feeling his company is just what I need right now.
That'll be a big help, dear. Thank you.
I just keep wanting this whole thing to be a dream, and it turns up to be real all the time. Even this morning when we were fighting,
I kept thinking, he can't mean this. It's got to be some kind of an act. And then the next thing, the phone rings. It's his friend and patron, Alexei Vartova.
There's trouble?
Serious trouble. I'm hoping you'll have answers to why certain things happened last night.
Well, I would be more than happy to answer any question you care to ask, Alexei.
What were you doing at my house last night?
Continuing to organize the drug operation. Like I told you last night, one of the men I was considering hiring for the crew had given Nick as a reference.
And Nick was in my office when you arrived?
Yeah. I had remembered him telling you that he would be gambling last night, that he would probably be home early. So I drove by about 9 o'clock. Apparently he'd just gotten in.
Did he mention how the game had gone?
No, but I assume he had lost as usual. He wasn't in the best of moods. He was very tense, irritable.
He said nothing of the raid.
What raid?
My sources at police headquarters informed me of a raid at the Hotel Belvedere. A floating crap game was broken up. 5 men were arrested.
He was lucky to get out of there before the cops got there.
You said he was tense?
Yes, extremely. It was like his mind was on something else. Well, maybe he found out about the raid.
And in the middle of your conversation, he left?
Right.
Without telling you where he was going?
Well, Nick and I aren't in the habit of confiding in one another, if you know what I mean. But I did think it was a little strange that he would tell me he was going to be back in 10 minutes and then he'd keep me waiting there for half an hour.
What did you do after Nick left?
Nothing.
You just sat and waited?
Well, in my mind, I was going over the next steps in the business, what to do after we get hold of the boat. The time passed quickly.
Did you notice anything different about the room after Nick left?
Oh, was something broken?
Stolen.
From your office?
Certain papers of a highly confidential information. They are missing. Along with the books of phone numbers and names, contacts in the police and government.
Have you questioned Nick about this? Maybe he knows something.
Nick has disappeared.
You think Nick stole the papers?
You tell me. You were the only people in my office last night.
Alexei, I'm under very heavy surveillance. Your lawyer has instructed me to keep a low profile, but I want you to know that I will do everything in my power to help you find Nick. He was reckless, and he's a very ambitious man. I think he probably lost a lot of money last night. He panicked. He did something very foolish. But I think he'll be back. He knows the kind of retribution that our family can bring.
We've both been under a great strain. I've decided to take a brief vacation. I'm leaving the country for a while.
Are you joining Christine in Puerto Rico?
Well, the exact details are not settled. Whether to meet her there or have her catch up with me in Europe.
When are you coming back?
I may be gone for an extended period of time. And until I return, let us follow my own lawyer's good advice. Stop all business activities.
Oh, but Alexei, prophets in law, I was anxious to show you how committed I am to the organization.
Your disappointment is understandable. Unfortunately, it can't be helped. Joey,
take care.
When everyone else...
Who are you?
Whoever you want me to be.
...has everything they want...
Come on, let's go.
Do you fit in?
Welcome to the dark side.
Or do you fight?
You know what I like about rich kids? Nothing.
Every weekday at 6.
Come on!
SoapNet brings you back to the OC.
Think I could get in less trouble where I'm from.
You have no idea. Pretty people, pretty messed up.
My mom ditched me. I burned your wife's house down. How is this gonna be okay?
The OC, weekdays at 6, only on SoapNet.
It's Macy's 4th of July mattress sale with explosive savings and the lowest prices of the season. Save big this summer with all mattresses on sale. Find Sealy, Spring Air, Simmons, Hotel, and more. The luxurious Sealy Posturepedic Queen 2-piece set is just $397. Plus, get no interest for 12 months when you use your Macy's card. Get in now for the lowest prices of the season. Macy's 4th of July mattress sale going on now. Call 1-800-MACY-BED or visit Macys.com.
When I say Hillshire, you say farm. Hillshire. Farm. Hillshire. Farm. Hillshire.
Farm.
Hillshire.
Farm. Go Beat.
Right now, you can log on to eHarmony.com and review your matches all for free. Aren't you curious to see who you're compatible with? eHarmony.com. Log on today.
How much are you paying for internet service? $21? $23? Aren't you being charged too much? We think so. With People PC Online, you get unlimited internet access for only $10.95 a month. Go to peoplepc.com now to try us free for 30 days. With People PC Online, you get internet service for less than half of what the big guys cost. You also get more local access numbers than AOL, plus a smart dialer that automatically chooses the fastest, most reliable number. So you always get the best connection. All for just $10.95 a month. See for yourself. Compare us side by side with your current ISP and find out why J.D. Power and Associates ranked us highest in customer satisfaction among dial-up internet service providers. Go online or call 1-800-943-1729. People PC Online, a better way to internet.
This is Jan's new home. And this is Jan after finding out that DirecTV will be paying her mortgage for a whole year. Why is Jan so lucky? Because she called this number before she moved and was automatically entered into the DirecTV Home Free Sweepstakes. Now she's living mortgage-free for a whole year. Are you thinking about moving? Call prior to your big day and you could be living mortgage or rent-free too. Lucky for you, there's a new winner every month. It's enough to make you jump for joy.
It's worse than we thought.
Have a seat. You look like you've been up all night.
Well, I was, but it's not what you think. No wine, women, or song.
I assumed you were with a patient.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snap at you. Seneca, do you realize that I have given 2 seminars to physicians on coping with the pressures of the medical profession?
Yeah. Now it's time to follow your own advice, huh?
But it all seems like a big joke.
Coffee?
Please. You were right. I was up with a patient. I had very little sleep. Up again this morning for rounds. And then Barbara Weil.
There's no improvement.
No. But that's not my problem anymore. I've been dismissed from the case.
I know. I'm sorry.
A few days ago, I was a national hero for saving America's heartthrob. Now, if the newspapers get a hold of that malpractice suit, I'll be lucky to get a job as a veterinarian in a foreign country.
You're afraid how the news will affect your other patients?
Of course I'm afraid. Not to mention my reputation, my job. I went back to my apartment. I tried to sleep. I tried to forget about the whole business.
Yeah, well, apparently you weren't very successful, Raj.
I wasn't. I kept having these little confrontations in my head. I kept seeing myself in Barbara's room saying, Barbara, stop playing the self-indulgent, ungrateful hypochondriac and stop putting me in the role of the incompetent doctor.
You saved her life.
Yes, I saved her life. Oh, and then there was the conversation with her doctor. His name is Marcus. And oh, yes, Howard Slayton, Esquire.
You met her lawyer?
Yeah, they were both in Barbara's room this morning. Mr. Slayton was kind enough to leave me his card in my mailbox with a note on the back, in case you would like to talk. I'd like to talk. I'd love to talk. I'd love to say to Dr. Marcus, Dr. Marcus, don't stand there and smile at me and act professional while you're trying to hang another member of your own profession. Oh, and to the lawyer, Howie, do me a favor. Don't pretend that you want Barbara to be able to walk a gun, because if you do, you lose a cool $1 million and you're out one brand new Mercedes.
Were you able to work it out?
Not entirely. That's why I'm here. I want to consult with you.
Yeah, listen, I'm glad. Here, sit down, Roger.
Underneath the anger is a lot of fear. I would like to believe that Marcus and Slayton are out to get me, but they were both very uncomfortable when I showed up. I know that they were just doing their job.
Which was?
Checking on Barbara's motor responses, testing for hysterical paralysis.
They've ruled that out. I'm afraid we're going to have to come to grips with the fact that Barbara may be paralyzed, Roger. Problem is, there's no way to prove that you did that myelogram correctly.
There was a doctor next to me. There were several nurses.
They can't testify to what your hands did. Barbara has witnesses, including you. Before the myelogram, she could move her legs. Afterwards?
Seneca, I believe that I performed that myelogram flawlessly.
How are you going to prove it?
Prove it? Do I have to prove that I can walk? That I can boil water? Because that is what a myelogram is to me. I've done the procedure hundreds of times.
But what is the alternative?
I don't know. And I have to admit to another confrontation I had in my mind. It was with you. I kept saying, Seneca, we go back a long time, and sometimes we've been very good for each other, and sometimes we've been at each other's throats. But right now, I need your help, your support, your influence.
I'll do everything I can.
You can do better.
To be perfectly honest, Roger, I don't see how.
In other words, I'm on my own.
My official statement will verify your skill and proficiency as a surgeon. Beyond that,
say it.
You're on your own.
Next, it's shocking secrets in Salem on Days. Then catch the latest scandals on AMC. Later, things are heating up on One Life on SoapNet. Happily ever after. Don't think so.
We are not going to let Philip take your little girl away.
In Salem, love isn't always a fairy tale.
And never, ever giving up on you.
Days of Our Lives, next on SoapNet.
You'll be fine. Dr. Ford has no right to punish us for helping people.
Welcome to the night shift.
I need a trauma room. One is open.
The SoapNet original series, General Hospital Night Shift, premieres Thursday, July 12th at 11 p.m. only on SoapNet.
They grew up playing two different games.
I don't fit into their world. I never will. You want my world? You got it.
Both with something to prove.
That against a double team, down by 2. Packed house telling you suck.
To the one thing they have in common.
Son!
It's brother versus brother with this sibling rivalry. Find out who comes out on top. Watch One Tree Hill today at 5, only on SoapNet.
I was pretty nervous, apprehensive.
It was tough to tell him I was joining the Army at first. I did research on my own, tried to get an idea about what the Army was going to be like. It's given me a whole bunch of confidence.
But no, I'm very proud of him.
He's just a stronger, more driven individual.
He could outrun me.
If your son or daughter wants to talk about joining the Army, listen, you made them strong, we'll make them Army strong. Find out more at GoArmy.com.
Hi, I'm Stormy Simon. Overstock.com is an online department store where everything's always on sale. You can save up to 70% on clothing, pearls, diamond jewelry, furniture, down comforters, digital cameras. We have thousands of items on sale. No matter how many items you buy, the whole order will ship to you for just $2.95, even if it's 100 things. We also have a customer service team available for you 24 hours a day. Overstock.com. It's all about the O.
nonsense. Shh, 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 shh. Just let me look at you. Oh, my. Oh, my.
What are you on?
My third luncheon invitation of the afternoon. So far, nothing but rejection. But I'm hoping to turn that all around with you.
Oh, Wes. Actually, I've been thinking of you. All night, in fact.
Well, why didn't you call me? I was available. You have my number?
I decided that I've got exactly what you're looking for.
No plans for lunch and the afternoon off?
An exclusive on a big event at the Crystal Palace.
Oh! Not what I had in mind, but a close second. Well, what's the event? Is it another choking?
No.
Oh,
It's nothing like that.
that's too bad. You know, I missed that last one.
It is a huge party for the museum.
Yes, but why are you offering this to me?
Well, firstly and foremostly, personal publicity.
A worthy cause. Second?
Well, see, this is the kind of thing I thought Ray Woodard might like to send a lot of reporters to, and I'd like there to be just one.
You mean no Jack Finelli?
No, no Jack Finelli, but most especially no Elizabeth Jane Ryan.
Oh, the famous E.J. Ryan, the Nancy Drew of Woodard Enterprises. I know her well.
Oh, really? How well?
We met on the horizontal.
What, in a gym?
No, beneath a desk just outside Ray's office. But back to, enough of that. Back to business here. All right, I'm willing not to share this story with anyone, including E.J. Ryan.
Oh, terrific.
But could I have her as my date?
No.
Failed again. Well, I'll come alone.
And come in costume.
Hey, what kind of party is this?
Oh, didn't I tell you? It's an Egyptian costume ball. Everybody's got to wear a costume. You could come as an Egyptian soldier. Or whatever.
Well, I'll come as an Egyptian whatever. Is there an open bar?
Of course.
Oh, well, now, see, there's a whole bunch of new possibilities open up. I'll come as a soldier, and then I'll end it up as a potted palm. What are you coming as?
Oh, that's a secret.
Oh, come on.
Okay, I'll tell you. I'm going to come as Elizabeth Taylor.
In National Velvet?
No, in Cleopatra.
Oh.
And I'm going to have black hair and purple eyeshadow. And I'm looking for a dress just like the one she wore when she fell in love with Mark Antony, you know, with the veils. Very sheer, low cut, sleeveless, backless. And...
Just less of everything in general. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Or the party, either.
Finelli.
Listen, Vartova's planning to leave the country this afternoon, either Puerto Rico or Europe. I suggest you get the feds to pick him up immediately.
Good work. With the list of Swiss bank accounts, Vartova's little black book. Attempt to leave the country's icing on the cake. Mr. Vartova's out of business.
I certainly hope so.
Feds are going to be very happy. You took a big chance, Joe. They owe you one.
Sure. Everybody's happy. That's just great.
Will love conquer all? Or are the residents of Salem destined to be miserable? Find out who's pursuing who and who's left brokenhearted. Days of Our Lives, next on SoapNet.
Come on, man, I'm not being unreasonable here. We just need some space, you know?
Yeah, you've made your point.